Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So this video is a little bit different. As you can see, the background's a little bit different. I'm not in my kitchen, so I'm not going to be cooking or doing anything like that this time. I'm just going to be talking, and the reason being is this is another collaboration video. This collaboration is being hosted by Denise over at Dish with D. And so I want to thank her for including me in this. If you have not checked out her channel, please make sure to go check it out. I'm going to have it linked down below. She is wonderful, does a lot of motivational type vlogs, and she is the inventor of the broffle, which is basically a brownie waffle, and it looks so delicious. I have not had a chance to try it yet, but it looks so good, and I'm definitely going to be trying it. So make sure to check her out. Her channel is going to be listed below, along with a lot of other channels. So please make sure you go check out each one of them and let them know that I sent you to their channels. So if you are new to my channel, basically I focus on meal prepping and planning. I do weekly weigh-in videos, I do cook with me's, and all sorts of stuff. So I hope that you'll consider subscribing to my channel and make sure to click the notification bell so you're notified anytime that I upload new content. And welcome, my name is Christy and I am Planning Us Healthy. So the theme of this collaboration is our journey and our channel. So basically we're going to talk about our weight loss journey, and we're also going to talk about our YouTube channel. So I do have a piece of paper. I may be looking down occasionally because I did jot down some notes because I want to make sure that I hit on a couple things, especially when it comes to success tips and things like that. So the first thing I want to do though is preface my video with saying that I am in no way, shape, or form affiliated with Weight Watchers WW. I use their program. I do WW online, but I am not an ambassador. I'm not a coach. I'm not a meeting leader, nor have I ever been. And I'm also not any type of nutritionist, doctor, anything like that. Everything that I'm sharing with you is completely based on 100% my personal opinions and experiences. So just wanted to throw that out there. So basically for my Weight Watchers journey, I know some of you have heard me talk about this before, but it goes back to 2003. I quit smoking in January, and then I started Weight Watchers in March 2003. I had done a few programs before that when I was a teenager. I was never really overweight. I was overweight a little bit when I was a teenager, but nothing major until after I had my children. So that's when the weight really started, when I really started gaining. So in 2003, I joined Weight Watchers. I actually started doing curves. I went to Curves Gym, and I was really successful. And over the next year or year and a half, I think it was about between a year and a half, I lost 93 pounds. I became I met my goal weight and became a lifetime member. And I am only 5 foot tall. At the time then, I weighed in at 222, and I got down to 129. I then ended up having some issues, and my doctor set my goal weight at 135. I am not quite 5 foot tall. I'm 4'11 3/4. So according to the BMI chart, I should weigh under 128. And I can tell you, for me, that is really, I just don't look good. For my build, I'm not big boned. I always thought I was big boned until I lost my weight, but it's just for my build, it wasn't sustainable. So my doctor did set my goal weight then at 135. Now I don't even know if 135 would be doable. So I'm going to insert a picture so you can see my before weight. This was back in 2003 when I was 222, and then my after weight. I think the picture on this one was right around 130 pounds. So let me show you that now. So as you can see, I lost quite a bit of weight. I then had some issues over the years, and things just happened. Life happened. I had a few medical things. I went through menopause. I know a lot of you are probably sick of hearing me talk about menopause, but I went through menopause, and of course that didn't help. I went through some other challenging things. I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, which basically you have to watch what you eat as far as, you know, whole grains and fruits and vegetables and things like that. And you can't eat those when you're in a flare. So there was just a lot, and I ended up gaining the weight back, and I gained it all back plus more. So in January of this year, I decided that I was going to get back on track. I was now up to 240 pounds, which is way too much on such a short frame. So I started in January. I've done very well. I actually have been really waiting to do this video. I've known about this collab for a while, but I was really hoping that I could get on here and say that I got to Wonderland. But you guys know I will always keep it real with you. And I got on the scale this morning, and I can't wait any longer to do this video. And I was 201.6, so that's okay. It's close, but I'm getting there. So my total weight loss now is 38.4 pounds since January. I did I think it was June. In June, I didn't lose a whole lot overall. I kind of went back and forth a little bit. We were gone away. And so I kind of teeter-tottered back and forth in the month of June. So overall, I didn't lose a lot, but it's not a race. It's slow and steady, so I'm fine with it. So I'm back on track. I don't know what my goal weight is going to be this time. I don't know realistically if it's going to be 135. I am 47 years old now. So when I got down to 135 before, I was, you know, in my early 30s. So I'm not sure whether it's doable or not. So I'm just going to take it day by day, month by month, and see where, you know, where that leads me to. And we'll see what happens. So I'm going to insert a picture now of when I was 240, and then one that was taken, I think maybe about a month ago. I took the other one. So let me show you that now. Okay, so I'm back on my way. I'm going to get there. I'm bound and determined this time. So that is it about my journey. So let me just read and make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, so we're good. My number one tip, if you are doing WW freestyle, my number one tip is to be careful with the 0 point foods. And what I mean by that is the 0 point foods are not free foods. My take on the way that this program was made is that those foods are zero foods so that you focus more on those foods because they're healthier and you get more energy from those foods. But it doesn't mean it's a free-for-all. There's still calories in those foods. So, for example, if you take a can of pineapple, pineapple, and you eat that whole can, that is a lot of sugar you're going to be consuming. Granted, yes, it is natural sugar, but it's still sugar, it's still calories. So basically what I try to do is with my 0 point foods, let's say I'm having chicken breast for dinner, I try to have what would be considered a normal amount. Maybe I'll have 6 ounces. That doesn't mean that I can sit down and have 16 ounces of chicken. Over time, that's all going to add up. So especially your beans and corn and things like that. So I just say to be careful with the 0 point foods, because if you are gaining and you look back and you see you're eating a lot of 0 point foods, that could definitely be why. So I say be careful with that. So the other success tips that I can give you are to track everything that you eat, the bites, the licks, everything. But also keep it real. Don't eat things that you're always going to eat for the rest of your life. You have to remember this is for the rest of your life. So you definitely want to make sure that you're eating what you like. I try to keep the majority of what I eat real foods. I try not to get a whole lot of processed foods or what I call internet foods. Things like that I just try to stay away from. I just know that I want to be able to put regular groceries in my house. So I don't want to eat things that I'm just eating to get my weight off. I want to eat things that I'm going to eat for the rest of my life. What keeps me going? honestly, at this point, what keeps me going is all of you out there. I have made so many friends on this channel, it's not funny. And I'm just super excited to share this journey with everybody. But the other thing that keeps me going is my family. My husband is my best friend. We have been together since we were 15 years old, so we've been together for 32 years. And he actually joined Weight Watchers with me when I did in January. He only had about 30 pounds to lose, and he's lost that. So, but he is my biggest. He keeps me going. He helps me if I have days that I'm just down in a rut. He knows the things to say. Without me, getting upset about, oh, just shut up. Some people just don't know how to say it. So he keeps me going and encourages me, and all of you out there keep me going too. So now I'm going to go on to tips for people starting a weight loss journey. This is going to be just really easy. Just make sure you, like I said before, eat what are natural foods, and eat what you think you can do for the rest of your life. Don't think this is gonna come off tomorrow. It didn't come off. It didn't come on in one day. It's not gonna come off tomorrow. If you have a bad week, move on. Just put it behind you and move on. Don't end the whole journey just because you have a bad week. So my tips for starting a Weight Watchers journey is track. Track everything that you eat. Plan. That's the biggest thing. Plan your week. Check out some of my meal plans, my meal preps, and you'll see how I do mine. I do a very big meal prep, and you should never expect to do anything that big when you first start. So just start slow. Maybe pre-track. When I first started, that's what I did. I pre-tracked what I was going to eat the next day. So at nighttime, I'd be laying in bed and I'd get on my app and I'd just pre-track what I thought I was going to eat the next day. I always start with dinner because that's usually my biggest meal, and then I work my lunch and breakfast around that. So I think that's pretty much it for the weight loss journey and for the tips that I could give you. I know once this video is done, I'm going to think of a million more, and I'm going to think, oh, I should have said that. But honestly, you have a lot of great channels that are giving you information in this, and they are all, I know that they're all going to give you some wonderful information. So make sure to check those out. So now on to the channel and why I started my channel and what my hopes are for the future. So I am a fairly new channel. I started my channel in April. I think it was April 23rd was the first video that I put out on my channel. So I'm only about 3 months in, and I already have over 1,500 subscribers who are absolutely amazing. Everybody's just become friends to me, and I love you all so much. I thank you. So if you're new, come on over and join us. We have a great group of people here on this channel. So how did I get started? Well, I have always done meal prepping. Even before I was doing WW, I meal prepped for my husband and I for the week. I didn't necessarily do it the most healthiest meals at the time. I was just meal prepping. It was because I needed to do something. I work full-time outside of the home, and I have a part-time job in a part-time business in my home. And so I was just trying to make it easier for me during the week. The weekends, not a problem. We don't usually know what we're doing on the weekend anyway. So I needed something easier for the week. And my family was always asking for tips on meal planning and prepping for the week. And so I was constantly emailing this person, that person about, how to do this or do that. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna start videoing it. I already do the prep. I'm gonna start videoing them and put them on YouTube for them. Well, I kind of put that on the back burner and never really did anything with it. And then I so when I joined WW, I ended up finding a Facebook group, and it is WW Freestyling Recipes and Support. And if I remember, I'll put the link to that down in the description box. And so that is where I met Joan and Denise. And they are the admins on there. And so I got talking. I quickly made friends with them. We became friends, and I was talking to Joan, and I had mentioned that, hey, I had thought about doing a YouTube channel, and she had just started hers, I believe, in February. She has a wonderful channel too. And so we just got talking, and she's like, go for it, go ahead and put it out there. So I did, and that's what happened. So my intent was it wasn't to get big. It was just, I just wanted to help people. I didn't know how it was going to end up. I didn't plan on doing my weekly weigh-ins and all that. I was just wanted to share some information as to how I did my meal preps, because I was showing the pictures of my meal preps on the Facebook site and everybody was commenting, and so that's how it started, and it grew into this big thing, and here we are today. So now I have, I don't know, like 70 videos out there. So I am having a lot of fun doing it. I had no clue. I wasn't subscribed to anybody before I started my channel. I had seen videos and I've gone on there and I've, watched people's videos, but I didn't know what it really meant to subscribe to a channel. And I didn't understand that you followed that person and you're always going to get their videos. And I didn't understand how that worked. And so it has opened my eyes to such a different world. And there's just such great friends, not only in people who subscribe to my channel, but also in other channels. I've become I must follow about 50 other channels just related to WW alone. So it's just a huge, huge supportive community out there that I absolutely love being a part of. And finally, the last thing is, what are my plans or my hopes for the future with my channel? So first and foremost, my hopes for my channel are to help people. That is my biggest thing, the biggest reason I started doing this. I definitely want to be able to change people's lives. I want to inspire people. I love doing things to help people. It's just something that I just love. I love pay it forwards. I love everything like that. So first and foremost is to share my knowledge, to inspire people, to motivate people, to show people that things can be done, and just be there for everybody. So that is my number one thing of what I hope to get out of this channel. So obviously, everybody's first goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's a big deal. The next thing that you want to try to do is get monetized. Basically, you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time to get monetized. Basically, that's where you get money from advertisements. So once you see advertisements coming on my channel, then you'll know that I got monetized. It takes a lot and it's hard work to get there, but that is your hope, obviously. I love doing this. Absolutely love doing this, but it does take some time. So my hopes, I have had my home business for 20 years. It is a transcription business, and it's been 27 years. I've been doing it since my son was little, since my son was born, actually. And but I do work outside of the home, and I will always keep that job outside of the home. But I'm hoping that I can eventually replace my home business and kind of back off doing that. I'm getting older. I'm getting pains, I'm getting sores, I'm slowing down on my typing speed, and that affects how fast I do it. So my hope is that down the road sometime I can back off those hours and put the hours into my channel. And by doing that, I'm hoping that being monetized is going to help me to be able to do that. So I can back off some of the hours that I work at home and put those hours into the YouTube channel, knowing that I'm doing something that I'm already going to do anyways, but at least I can have some more time, because there's so many different videos. I have so many things in mind of videos that I want to do, but I just don't have time right now to do them, because by the time I get home from my job outside the home and I come home and work, I just don't have time for putting new videos out. So that is my hope. I will tell you, I have had several emails of companies reaching out to me asking me to review things, and I am definitely going to do that. There's one that I'm looking at right now, but I've turned so many down because I'm not going to promote something just so that I can get a free item. I'm not going to do that. I will promote something, I will review something if it is something that I feel that that aligns with my channel, and that is something that I would be able to promote to all of you. I would never promote something to you guys that I myself don't agree with. So that's where that stands. So down the road, you definitely are going to see me start doing reviews of things. But right now, nothing's come through that is anything that would interest me. But with all that being said, even if that were not to happen, even if I stayed the way I am and it didn't even get monetized, if I didn't reach the 4,000 watch hours a year, I'm still going to do this because I love doing this, and I love the friendships that I've created with all of you, and I love being able to help everybody, and I get inspiration from all of you. You guys give me ideas and you inspire me, and I love the comments, I love the emails and everything. So even with everything said and done, I'm having so much fun doing this. It is fun. It really is fun doing this. So that is pretty much it for me. That's my everything. I thought this was going to be a short video, but it's kind of long, so I'm going to get off of here now. So I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I want to thank Denise over at Dish with D for including me in this collab. This was a great idea. And I hope that for those of you who are new, I hope that you'll stick around, and make sure to go down into the description box, check out all the other channels, make sure you tell them that I sent you, and make sure if you like this, give it a thumbs up, and I'll talk to everybody in my next video. I'm Christy, and I am planning us healthy.